Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about why I chose to permanently move to Germany versus the US. Now, prior to 2018, when I came to Germany permanently, I was living out of a backpack with my partner. We were living in different countries for longer or shorter periods of time and traveling a lot. And it got to the point where we said, okay, we don't want to live out of a backpack anymore, at least for the time being. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to do the next chapter of our life? And it became really clear, okay, we want to go either to the US, close to my family, Germany, close to my Schwiegerfamilie, or my the in-laws from my partner, or do we want to go to another country? And I think that going to another country, at least for the time being, was ruled out quite quickly because we realized that we didn't want to use all of our free time traveling back and forth, always seeing our family, because we do like to travel and go places, and so we wanted to have the time to do that. So once it came down to those two places, we basically made a pros and cons list, and through that, the decision was made that we were going to move to Germany. So I wanted to share with you guys the three main reasons why we chose Germany over the US, at least for this time in our life. The first thing was safety. And in terms of working in a job, I feel like there's more protection in Germany. In the US, it's much more common that people stay at jobs for a shorter amount of time, and also the protection of staying or leaving is much shorter, usually 2 weeks to a month. Whereas in Germany, there's a protection, usually it's 3 months long. So it gives more security to the provider of the job and also to the person who's taking the job. I also feel like then culturally you have that people stay at a job more seriously and for longer periods of time, and there's more of this like growth in a particular job. And I just liked this idea of once you get your unbefristet contract, or like permanent contract, that you really feel safe and secure in a job. Another topic within safety was health insurance. At the time when we moved here, preventative care in the US was not really offered. I've talked to a friend recently, and supposedly that has changed somewhat. But also in Germany, you don't have, or from my experience, you don't have co-pays, or I don't know what the word is. Like, you don't need to pay money up front. So in the US, it's very often that the first $3,000 or $3,500 that you would need to pay when you go to a doctor, you need to pay out of pocket. So you have insurance, but still, if you go see a doctor up till $3,500 in the year, then you have to pay that out of pocket. So you really have to, you feel like you need to decide, well, am I going to spend $3,500 that I can then go and see all the doctors I need to? Or if not, then it's not so useful because I have to pay it out of pocket. And in Germany, yes, the taxes are more expensive, but you have universal health care. So I really feel like in Germany, I can go to a doctor when I need to. I don't need to think about it. And I also don't have to pay a copay, meaning when I go into the doctor's office, I don't need to pay $15, $20, $25 to see a specialist, a skin doctor, or therapist, or eyes, nose and throat doctor, bone doctor. All those like specialty doctors in the US, it's very common that you need to pay like a little chunk of money every time you go in to see them. So I liked that safety felt like I was protected in terms of health. And then the last topic in that is guns and gun control. And I don't want to get like super political into the topic, but just personally, I often don't feel as safe here when I'm in the States. I notice if I go to a movie theater, or if I go to an outdoor music festival or film festival or something like that, I'm always looking around, where is the exit? Do I see anything weird going on? I have this kind of like built-in fear that I don't have when I'm in Germany and I'm in social settings. And also in terms if we were to ever have children, I get really nervous about putting my children into schools here, and I don't have that same fear in Germany. Sure, it's not like it's perfect, it's not like nothing's ever happened, but the amount that it's happening here compared to anywhere else is just so drastic that it makes me personally feel uncomfortable. Number two is family. So as I mentioned before, it was a big topic to be near family, and we do live in the same place that my in-laws live, so we're able to see them a lot and spend a lot of time with them. If we choose to have children, then it also enables us maternity and paternity leave. In the States, it's not always offered, and if it is, it's like usually, I think good would be considered 3 months. And in Germany, I think it's 14 months collectively, if I understand it right. Women usually take 12 months and it's paid. So based off of your salary, you get a portion of that for the whole year. And then men usually take 2 months, and they'll take what I see really common is they'll take 1 month at the beginning, right when the baby comes, and then right at the end of the year, because you have to take in the first year, they will take another month that they can like enjoy the child while it's a little bit older. And here, I don't think you have that protection. And the last thing is valuing your time. I feel like in Germany, they really value time and relaxation, and they value your life outside of the workplace. And so, for example, at my job, I get 30 days vacation a year, and I believe the standard, at least in our state, is 25 days. So I feel like I always get the time to really relax and rejuvenate, and when I'm back in work, I'm really able to put 100% in. And most people I know, especially that are like earlier on in their career in the US, would never be offered that many days, and even not 30 days is, I would say, quite rare. I also really love that on Sundays everything is closed. In the beginning, I absolutely hated it because obviously you can't just go and buy anything you want. There's not this like automatic convenience, but what's so great about it is the energy. You feel that people are taking the time to relax, they're taking the time to spend it with their families, to have breakfast together, or to go on a walk together, and you feel this really calm energy throughout the whole city. And that's just a really nice feeling. You get used to not being able to shop on Sundays, and then you don't really think about it anymore. But that quiet time, it feels like in the US what you have maybe on Christmas, but that's the only day that you really feel that really calmness. And I like that once a week you really get that very calm energy everywhere. Also, if your family's sick or something happens, and this could just be in my situation with my work that I'm lucky, but I feel like in a sense, family always comes first. Like if you want to, or if someone in your family gets sick or something, your work really respects for you to go and immediately go with your family. They see the value in that and taking care of them, and they really give you that time and space to take care of what you need to. And here I feel like the view is work, 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 work comes first, and everything else comes later. So combination of all those things, it felt like living in Germany would give the best, if I bunch those things together, quality of life. And ultimately that was what made us decide, yes, at this time in our life, Germany is the best decision for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. I'm curious if you're from another country, like what your decision was if you live in Germany, or if you're German and you chose to go somewhere else. It'd be really interesting what your pros list or cons list was, or especially pros list, what brought you there, what made you choose that place over the other, and is it a permanent move, or is it just now in this time of your life feels like the right move? So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye.